40% or more of Americans alone, I think the number is much higher. American Psychological Association recently came out with a survey that said 40% of Americans are struggling with anxiety and depression like they never have in the past. In my private practice, it's 60 to 70% of people have some form of anxiety or depression right now because of all the insanity, right? But think about this. If there's no known gene, now what they'll do is they'll say, well, with depression, if you have this little gene and this little gene and this little gene, it may lead to a genetic link to depression, but they're not sure. Anxiety is the same thing. If you happen to have this, this, and this, you may have a genetic link to depression. But if they can't find the gene for anxiety or depression, then how do we get anxiety or depression? What's the number one way? Do you know? The number one way is the role model that we grew up with from 0 to 18. If mom is always anxious, if mom is always depressed, if dad is always anxious, if dad is depressed, if grandma is always depressed, if grandpa is always anxious, we start to take that on as normal. Because from 0 to 18, who can differentiate that being anxious is not normal? Who can differentiate that being a perfectionist is not healthy? Right? We don't have that capability from 0 to 18. But so many of our issues begin there, because we have role models that we're just following. Alcohol, oh my God, yes. You see the role, smoking, yes. Anything that is not serving you at the highest level possible, we can say, could there be an origin in my family history? And then again, we can logically go, oh my God, thank you. I found the origin. No wonder why I act this way. If we were a helicoptered parent, if we were held in this very safe box and never allowed to go out and make mistakes, very much at all, we may grow up with that fear of making mistakes and stay in that tight little box that we were raised in. Not because that's how we're supposed to live, but that's how our first 18 years were. 0 to 18 are everything.